next, a big welcome to Willy Lai, co-founder and CEO of FIMMICK, to share how e-commerce seller can harness the power of AI. Let's welcome Willy. Welcome, Willy, and the stage is yours.
Thanks. Give you a very great presentations on introducing how AI helping us transform our business, and also how employees using AI to make more productive contents. Now is my sections. I want to introduce more about how AI, if you are an e-commerce seller, you are doing an e-commerce company, how AI can help your company reduce some production costs and even improve your employee productivity. Okay. I think because today electronic players, everyone know who this guy is, right? I think this guy is more famous than Elon Musk this year. Do you buy his stock? Congratulations. If you buy his stock, I think you earn a lot. Okay, Jensen Huang, I think NVIDIA is the most promising IT tech company right now, even more famous than Tesla, because every tech giant, even Google, Meta, and AWS also asking him to buy their chips, right? Okay, his companies become the third largest company value in right now. And everyone know, last month, he introduced their latest chips. Do you know how powerful the new chips is? No? Okay. He introduced his latest chipset, GP200. And you know, for the GPT-3, if we put the chipset in their last the previous chips versions, you can see H200, but their latest chipset is 20 times faster than the previous one. What does it mean? It means not only faster, but also cheaper. But in my company is doing MarTech and some marketing. We scrape the website content from the internet to put it in the database. We scrape around 2 million words for some travel content. We use GPT to translate it from translate content from English. I wanted to make it more Chinese. You can imagine if you want to translate 2 million wording contents, how expensive that is. If I don't use AI before, I want to translate 2 million words. I think for every translator to charge me $1 per word, how expensive it is. I cannot do this, right? But now, I just use GPT-4 to translate, although, of course, like what Kip said, add human to double verify to check it. But I translated into Chinese. I just spent 1,500 Hong Kong dollars only for translating 2 million wordings. But it indicates using existing chips, not the latest one. For the latest one, Jensen Huang has introduced that 20 times faster, cheaper than the previous one. What does it mean? Jensen said, in the future 8 years, the GPU power will become more and more powerful, even 1,000 times better than the existing one. What does it mean? The cost of the translation wordings, for the next versions, I translate 2 million wordings. Now I charge us 1,000 Hong Kong dollars, but for the next versions, I can only spend $100. And for the next year, I only spend 10 Hong Kong dollars and can translate 2 million wordings. So I think for every company, they should know AI right now, because if your competitors know AI, leverage AI, they can reduce their costing very much, right? If you're an e-commerce seller, last year, on your website, you don't have Thai, you don't have Korean language because you cannot hire many translators because the cost is very high. But now, you can using GPT-4 or some open source GPT model to translate the language. You can sharply reduce the cost, right? And you can hugely boost your productivity, like me. Now, we scrape some content from the web, open web. I can know the reviews from Amazon, from some large marketplace, for example, I sell some product to Russian site, to some East Europe site. I do not understand. Of course, I can use Google Translate to translate the content. But if you compare the quality, the LLM and Google Translate, you can see the difference. So you can hugely boost your productivity, not only you, but also your employee and the whole company. And you can hugely improve personalizations, right? Because not only produce good content, but also if you know your customer. I will show you some real example later, how you can improve the personalizations by using LLM. And for the boss, if you're a boss, you can, like what Keith introduced, you can use a lot of AI to understand the data and also improve your decision making. So nowadays, I think for FE workers, they should leverage AI, not co-work with them, AI only. You should also consider, because like what Kip said, not only leverage AI model, you should think about how to leverage the AI, combining global knowledge, because you know the LLM, the GPT-4, describe the content from the internet. But like what the lady wants to ask, if I want to search some very precise information, or some, for example, some medical information, some very corporate information, I don't know whether the LM know what information, what knowledge they know. So you should also combine some your enterprise, your competitors' knowledge into LLM. You can do that. You can combine the knowledge together to make your custom model to support your staff, because the AI can enable your staff to do automation like what Keith introduced. A lot of automated work can be done by LLM. And you have a lot of innovations because the world is changing. The pacing is very fast. In the past, I will show you an example later, how a company do some basic research if I want to sell some yoga product in US. I need to, maybe in the past, I need to do a lot of searching work, but now I do not know. I do not need to do that. I can use LLM to help me to do such research work. And a lot of insight I will show you later, how based on data, you need to hire some analysts to analyze the data, but now using LLM, you can do yourself how to analyze data to become insight, translated from data into insight without any programming language. You do not know how to, using Python, using R, this kind of programming language, because like what the Baidu CEO, Li Yinben said, there are only 2 programming languages in the world in future. Do you know what it is? Which is, everyone do not know how to programming. They just need to know English and Chinese. Because most of the LLM based on language modeling, they study language. Okay, so I will show you later, but for all your workers, your employees, you need to be given knowledge worker. Because in the past, you may hire someone may be very specialized in some areas, but by using LLM, I can become multi-aspect knowledge worker. Because even though I do not know law, I do not know medical, I can combine some external knowledge by asking him to act as some expert, to ask him some new information I don't know. I can ask him as a teacher. I can learn it very quickly, right? So I think there are a lot of things can be done, but I will show you some example later on. For example, if you want to extract some insight, I want to sell something on TikTok. TikTok is one of the fast-growing marketplace instead of Amazon, instead of other marketplace, because you know the TikTok shop is become one of the fast-growing marketplace. This is because it's totally different from traditional marketplace. They're using short videos to promote the product. Okay, if I have some tools, I can leverage some existing tools to do some TikTok shop analytics and insight discovery. Okay, for this tool, we can search over 100 million product data on this tool. I can extract the information from the tools. I know in the world right now what kind of product is the best seller in TikTok. I do not need to guess. There are a lot of data, a lot of insight. I can extract what product is the best selling in TikTok. Okay, after some product data, I can also extract some data, not only product data, but also creator data. Because you know TikTok, the model is most of the products are sold by creators, not by shops. So if you want to sell something on TikTok, your company need to find some, invite some, outreach some influencers to sell your product. You find some authorities. So there are a lot of information you can extract it from the tools. You can know how you can see the revenue, the sales, the unit price, the average unit price, and how many sales drawn from live video. There are a lot of insight you can draw. And also, if you want to collaborate with some influencers, you can also see which influencers is the best one. And there are any advertising optimization can be done. But you can be asked, wait, what generative knowledge is done by this one? No, this is just insight. If you have some generative AI tools, you don't only have some data, but how can you do that? If you would can leverage, from insight to generative insight. How to do that? You can ask the tools like what Keith introduced. You can ask GPT-4. You can ask POE to ask him to write a prompt, for example, right now I want to open a TikTok yoga shop. I want to ask him to write a series of prompts to some product analysis. They will give up a chain of prompt chain. For example, the first one, I need to analyze the trending product analysis, right? The first prompt is identify current trending of the related products in the US market. Of course, you can already specific which market, not only US. You can also specific which city. If you have such information, maybe now you can include all the features, customer reviews, popularity matrices. Of course, this is the first prompt. You can even write more precise, more complicated prompts for you, help you to extract the insight. And the second prompt is, I want to analyze the trending because there are a lot of social media posts happenings in TikTok and other social media, right? If you have the external source, you can put the link, or you can put the data source in the POE, in the GPT-4. And also, there are a lot of customer sentiment analysis, right? If you can have the web scraper, I can scrape a lot of customer reviews on Amazon. I can know how US people think about yoga products. What's the comment? How they want the product? What is their? How do you think their product? They get customer feedback and why the top selling yoga product they want. I can put it and ask GPT why. If I have another product, can you suggest something new features for me? Okay. And the last one is the competitor analysis. You can put a lot of competitors' website into GPT-4, ask him to analyze the data. And you know, GPT is very well and analyze a lot of wordings, languages. So I show you something like, I put it into GPT, ask him, identify current trending yoga-related products in the US market. Maybe if you don't have the GPT, maybe you can need to ask someone, ask your colleagues, ask your employee to do some research, search a lot of things on Google, and a lot of things, right? But now you can ask, of course, like what Kev said, you cannot fully trust this data. You need to validate it. But I think each reduce your time spending a lot, right? Because I put it, they will suggest it based on the data updated in April, and there are some yoga products, I think they think they're best selling in US market. For example, the opportunity is eco-friendly, like what US people think about their products being eco-friendly. So can you highlight some eco-friendly features you have? And the second one, the smart yoga, like the IoT, and the features that they propose, and there's some yoga views, and a lot of suggestions. Okay, if I'm going to put some social media trend into the POE, into GPT, they can also answer me some visual video platform, how people thinking about their yoga product in US. I can also find some answers, right? And like I say, if you need how to write a prompt, you can write a series of prompts, help you to achieve what you want. Like inferences, I want to find some inferences. I put the raw data from the last tools I showed you. I export some TikTokers, creators' data, and put it into GPT, ask them to analyze it. For example, which TikToker creators help me to do the analyze. Which one has the most, the highest ROI? Suggest someone. Okay, so by combining data and LLM, you can do a lot of things, right? Even because you need to combine the knowledge, data, and LLM together, you can find a lot of opportunities by using AI. So I want to show you another things. From generated insight, you can now have a lot of content generated. For example, I think in the past, if you are a fractions company, I think you should find a lot of models help you to do photo shoot. And here this is photo I scripted from one online e-shop. I only have the pictures. But now I have some customized LLM model. I can, using these pictures to make an e-commerce photo on ladies, like this. Only 1 second can make this. Also, not only put it on the ladies, but also they have a styling, right? You can see. You cannot even know this one is generated by AI. It's really light. It's really light. Photo shooted, right? And for this, through dresses, I can also make it like this. From plain dresses to this one, only some second. So you can see, I can also change the faces, right? If I was sold to some Western market, to Indian market, to other market, I change the model from different type of people to local people. Okay, you can see the impact, how to personalize it, how to make it more effective. If I want to sell this dresses to Eastern Europe market, I make a lady look like Eastern European. If I want to sell someone to Turkey, to other countries, I would make local people as a model. Do you think it's more high ROI? So that's why if you have the AI custom model, you are very powerful. You can make a lot of custom low-cost model to make it higher performance. Even because for this photo, like this, I just only use this pen to make this one. So you can have if you have the model, you have very, very powerful. Okay, so today I know many of you are from electronic industry. How generative AI helps you to generate high? I think because from my industry, I'm working in advertising, martech industry. It's very important using LLM to generate something not only beautiful, but also high performance is very important because, for advertisement, if you advertise the product, people only spend how long? Only 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 seconds to see your ad. So from a lot of existing AI model, they can not only generate content, but also high-click advertisement content. Because we know for this content, I know we have a past record, past ad result. We know which type of content is the best one. So that's why I study why this content is better than the others. I extract the data from the ad content. I study what is the difference between any characteristic from this one to this one. I will show you another example how we can do that. But I think it is very important right now by generative AI. The value creation process is different from the past. Because if you're a company, you invest something, I think you use LLM can not only do summarizations, because you can see I use LLM to do a lot of summarizations very quickly. And also the creation, content creation, optimization, and discover some insights. So if you are an e-commerce seller, I think you can use AI in your service, sales, and marketing, like what Kip's introduced, and improve the customer experience. But I want to show you more real cases how we can do that, and we can. And I think if you are e-commerce company, you should store all your data together in one warehouse, in one places, right? But in the past, if we want to combine all the data together, we put it in data warehouse. I do not know whether you know what data warehouse is, but if you put the data together, I want to select some audience we want to target, like the CRM. Like in the past, maybe you need to have a lot of features. I need to set, for example, I want to target these people, which country, how we target it, how long they stay in my website, right? It's very popular, right? But now using generative AI, I want to show you a video. You do not need to know, you don't need to use filter right now. By generative AI, you just describe what you want to target. And the tools pull the data from the warehouse. You just only describe, my target is want to target some people, they want yogurt, they want to buy it. And the list will be extracted without any rules, without any, just using LLM, because based on the past records, we don't need to know any filter. We do not need to use any filter anymore. If you want to create the audience, just describe what audience you want. Because by generative technologies, you just describe what you want, and the tools will extract the list for you. So, I think for generative AI, there are a lot of use cases. I want to show you another one done by us. And I want to do a test, ad test. There are two ads you can compare. I think I want to ask you, because they are written in traditional Chinese, but don't worry. I just want to ask, when you see these two images, what is your first eye spot? What is your first eye spot for these two pictures? Remember that. I want to show you something. If in the past, I think if you want to do some advertisement, you ask your designer to design an ad. And after they decide the ad, how do you analyze it? How do you give the comments? I think the comment is, you want to make the logo bigger, test smaller, right? But now I'm using AI. I can analyze and stimulate your eyeball, because we are actually, humans are evolved from animals. Actually, how we see the ad, see the images, we have the pattern, eye pattern. So I can show you, if I have the AI stimulator, eyeball tracking stimulator, I know how you do the eye spot, how your eye spot tracking from the first one. For these images, I think the first one is this one. And your eyes is moving from this to this. If I'm, and this model is universal because not only the third spot will be the test, for different cases, the spot will be different. So you can analyze it. I can know 93% people how they see the ad, the eyeball. But you can ask why we need to know that. Like what I said. Actually, if you want to do advertisement, the people only have 3 seconds to see your ad. You need to attract them very quickly, how they see your ads. So for these two advertisements, you can see when the people see the ad, how they see the ad, the pattern. So I think by basically analyzing the eyeball tracking data, I know how the eye see. Do you have, I don't know whether you heard a story from US. There are supermarket cases. For the US, some buyers, Target has done a research before. They find that a lot of US white men, they buy the beers and diapers together when they check out in the supermarket. There's a big data analysis, very super famous cases. Why? Why do people buy diapers and beers together? Because if you know their pattern, they just go out to buy something in supermarket per week. And the wife asks him, once you go out to buy beer, you buy the diapers for the babies. So what is the strategies? The strategies, the supermarket strategies, they put the things together, right? Because based on the people, the shopping path, they want to put them together to shorten the purchase path. So that's why they can increase the sales. So that's what we know now. If you are an advertiser, you want to sell something to your buyers, we'll put the message image together like this or like this. Your eyes, ba, 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 ba. So you can see for the data analysis, the angle, the right one is better than the left one. More concentrated. Because people only have 3 seconds to see the ad. And these 4 ads, remember what your eyes first spot these 4 ads. How you spot the ad. What is for this one, even you do not know Chinese, what is the first spot? Eye spot. You remember that? Remember that? I'll show you the result later. And actually, the ranking is the second one is better than the last one. And maybe some people will say, these two right ad is quite good. But by AI analyzing, I know that how the people see the ad, the pattern. So when we design the ad, I will know, once the designer design the ad, I want to anticipate how people see the ad and make it more effective. Okay. And based on also the eyeball tracking, we also have some scoring, how the people see the ad based on the colors, based on their pattern. We have some scoring. We can make it because we have some past record, how we analyze the ad record. So from now on, I think by using LLM, not only generate contents, but you also need to predict the performance. Because you have a lot of past data, you can anticipate your ad, how people see your ad. Do they respond it? Do they buy your product? If you have it, you can customize also your own model. It's very powerful. So now, when we develop some advertisement, now we not only think this design is very pleasing, very beautiful, but also it should be very high performance. So I think for using data in design, you can, because our product targets some end user not very they are designer only. So they can save a lot of time communicating with designers, like technical. Because when you communicate with a designer, you want to change the design. You don't have the data. You just say, hey, make the logo bigger. This is better. But now if you have the data, you can communicate with him and putting some bad design and good design together to analyze it, and you ask him to make some comparison, and you have some extra suggestions. Okay, you can save your time to. So this is our product. I think you can help the designers, help the marketers, help advertisers to make more high impactful creative. And this model is reviewed by MIT. So I show you some product interface. I'm not selling product today, but I show you something like this one. There is some scoring you have right now. So if you have 100 design, 1,000 design, you can put it in the system in one batches. You can see which one is better. So I do not recommend only choosing the highest score design, like your children studying. Oh, the high score is the best one. I only use the best design, because we only want to prevent company using bad design. Because if you put using bad design to advertise your product, actually you are wasting your money. Why you put the ad in productions to roll out the ad? Now you can prevent using bad design, bad low performance design. So there is, again, also can analyze the data by using heat map, how people see the ad, how their eye concentrate on the ad performance, and how they see the ad pattern, and you can compare the ad with different your competitors. You can pick your competitors' design and learn how whether their performance is better than why their performance is better my design. And there are some AI design recommendation we have created for advertiser, for designer to know what is the suggestions for the modifications. Okay, another use case I want to show you how AI optimize the ad performance. I think it's a huge topic. I cannot spend a lot of time to introduce a lot of concept for all of you, but if you are e-commerce seller, I think you are using a lot of data. Maybe if your company are using Google, Meta, different platform to promote your products, you have a lot of data, I think. But even you have the ad data, you can imagine you actually have a lot of data other than ad data. For example, if you have a website, you have a GA4. Do you use your website data? It reflects something. And the other most powerful sources I think you can have is search intent. Search intent is a very good data sources. Actually, you can script it from Google, from different search platform. You can note how people search the thing, their intent in different country. Do you use the pattern? For example, in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, there is some new trend happening in different countries. You can see the search volume. You can see the pattern. If the search intent is higher than before, you know there is something happening. Can we put the ad? Right? Like there are some cases in China. Actually, in China, there are some baby product seller. They only activate the ads if some people they're searching baby products very actively. They only advertise it because they do not need to do the research. They just need to see the search volume. In those areas, the figure is higher than the others. And we have a lot of data we can leverage. For example, weather forecast, economic data, traffic data, website data. But now I want to show you how we use weather data to how we use the weather data to sell the products on internet. For example, we have data sources. We have different data sources, weather signal. Actually, you can script it in weather.org. or rather in all over the world, you can use the data signal. As the 7-day forecast in Hong Kong is a real case. And actually, we know the coming 7 days are weather in Hong Kong. And we don't only know we did not only know we don't even know the temperature. We also know the humidity, the temperature difference. How we use the data? If an e-com seller, I know there are some products. Actually, we can develop some application scenarios. We can leverage weather data to sell our products. For example, it's a spring, very high humidity. We can sell the product before other competitors will advertise it. Because you know the advertising platform, they need to learn, they need to have some learning phases to ramp up the advertisement. So now we can create some formulas, some rules for our products. In spring, if there are high humidity, we want to sell these kind of products. In summer, very high temperature, I want to sell it 7 days before. Because it's super high temperature, maybe there is something super hot. Some people want to buy something. So you can create a lot of custom rules based on some findings, based on some search intent, based on some weather. So that's the rules we built for our customers to sell their products. And you can see we are building some ad copy. We can do some ad copy by LLM. Based on the LLM, I know the weather condition, we know the humidity, we know the temperature difference. We create some very tailor-made, custom-made ad copy for each advertisement. And we can also leverage some meta dynamic product asset. We only sell some active products. I think they have a high performance return. For example, we put a lot of product set into Meta, and I only trigger some product based on the weather forecast 7 days before. So you must, because I think Meta will not help you to optimize the ad based on weather. They only optimize the ad based on the ad performance, right? But now we combine the ad performance with other data, with my data. So now I put some rules, some weather condition to trigger different asset, different ad creative. The result is hugely improved. So you can, if you can know some machine learning, I think you can create your own model by add different ads. So now these kind of data become your asset. You can have your own custom model. You can create a better and better ad versions based on the past training data. Okay, I introduced another AI adoption for all of you. Actually, I think maybe there was some trend happening in South Asia, but not in US. There are a lot of advertisers actually sell it. They are selling products in their website. But actually, the conversion rate is just 4%. Because the 96% people would not purchase the product on their website and they leave it. But how could you improve the conversion rate before? Maybe you put a lot of retargeting advertisement, right, to retarget the people, leave it without purchase it. They leave it, only put the products in the app shopping cart. But you can think about another strategies. I think you can using the AI. This is in other solutions I proposed it. You can do it similarly. Actually, when the people see the website, they may be mostly not only on desktop right now. They see the website on mobile. And you know, it's actually on mobile, they will not purchase the product immediately. Maybe they need to go back to their home and do another searching. How do you retarget it? Now, actually, you can propose it for advertise your product by different ads. On your landing pages, we can put pop-up triggered by AI. To guess when your customer will leave your website. and there is a pop-up. And pop-up and ask him to go into the AI chatbot to communicate with your chatbot. Like not only a service chatbot, but you also make your sales and marketing chatbot. For example, you can put a lot of product, or based on your past website behavior, I can suggest you some items. You need not need to browse it individually. So I should show you like this one. Once you want to leave the website, I do a pop-up for you. You can chat with me in WhatsApp, in Facebook, in other chatbot, because they are using mobile phone. It's very convenient for them to just click in and open their WhatsApp and do the chatting. Why? So you can chat with your AI based on your suggestions, maybe based on their needs. Maybe you can also ask them to give them some incentive, some coupons, because it's very important. I do not know whether you know collecting data is very important for advertisement. Once the people go into the chatbot, actually I can retarget them very precisely because I collect their mobile phone and also their social media account. So there is another strategy I think you can leverage for some e-commerce partner if you want to improve your sales for your e-com site. And you can boost it effectively because you know your customer very well in the chatbot. You can do a lot of product recommendations, some very personalized QR code just for these customers. You can trigger the rules by sending a personalized coupon code for them. And also you can send them some follow-up messages, some follow-up content. And there is some workflow already built. And another showcase I want to show to you is generative dashboard. Like what I said before, now we can get a lot of, we are using a lot of the tools for e-commerce buyer. Maybe we are using Shopify, we are using some email tools, we are using social media channels to promote our product, we are using CRM, our clients are using different apps. But now there are a lot of data. It's very important for your company actually connecting all the apps together. Not connecting the application, actually connecting the data. Right, because like what I introduced, if you connect the data all together, you have your own knowledge base. You can train your model and train your apps continuously. So that's what I want to introduce to you. There are a lot of, we have a product. Actually, do not need to hire analysts right now. If you have a product, we have a product for our customers. We connect the data together. You can chat with your data directly. You can ask them, for example, you analyze the traffic over the time by channel. We want to group them. You're like the boss. Just give them information. And the chart LLM make the graph for you immediately. Like the analyst. You do not need to hire data analysts. You can make your graph as you want. If you want to analyze the data, blah, 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 only the region, the criteria, I want to sell something for them, it make the chart immediately. Because the LLM can understand what you want and translate it into action and return. And also can do some predictions, classifications in LLM. And there are a lot of tools we can do it for forecast. For example, you maybe have an analyst before you want to do some forecasting. Forecast your product consumptions, forecast the inventory. Now you can do it in our product. So this is my last slide. I want to this is a NFX partner set. They have, she has an article. It's, I think, very inspiring. You can see this article published in the blogs. This partner, technology partners, also she is a venture capitalist. She is talking about all the company will use AI. AI is like water. if your competitor use it, you can see how their productivity increase. But if you do not use it, I think you need to hire more people. You have a higher wastage. So even your profit margin is less than your competitors. You cannot survive. So, okay, this is my last slide. Hope my introduction, some presentation can inspire you a bit. And there is actually written in traditional Chinese. We have a lot of actually digital marketing workshop hosted in Kowloon. If you are stay in Hong Kong, I think we are welcome all of you to register our workshop. We are because we are pioneer in Hong Kong is a MarTech data AI pioneer. I hope all of you not only using AI for one purpose, using AI for all your business aspect. Okay, thank you very much.